Hey Scorpio, how are you? Welcome to your 2022 mid-December predictions, last reading of the year. I might do a 2023 predictions for each sign, but let's see, I'm not really 2023 yet for each sign, but I'm not really sure. By the way, if you would like to begin your reading, you'll find that I always leave a timestamp down in the description box. You can click on it and begin right away. Other than that, I really love shuffling the cards. You know, take a minute to shuffle the cards with you on camera. I like to do it as we include your energy to prepare for your reading. So welcome. This is, of course, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I always advise you to watch the three. You'll find that by watching the three, you get this full energetic picture of what's going on in your month. Today, of course, we're doing mid-December towards the end of the year. And sometimes you watch something in your sun sign and you feel like, oh, I would have loved to get more information. The cards didn't show more of it. Then you click on your moon, for example, or your rising, and you get more information on that specific part. But also, thank you. But also, sometimes it's a confirmation. Sometimes you hear something in your sun sign, and then you hear the exact same thing or see the exact same thing in your cards, and you're like, wow, so it's obviously meant to happen for me. It's a sign that something like that is going to happen for me. So, my dear Scorpio, welcome to your reading. Let's now begin your mid-December 2022 predictions. Right off the bat, this is the card that we have. Quite interesting. A lot of spirals. You have Sun in Cancer with resourcefulness. All right, let's keep it right there. And let's take a look at your cards. So you have the Hierophant. You also have the Four of Wands. I feel like this card's sticking out like we're meant to take it, so I will. You also have the Six of Cups, the Eight of Wands. So the spirals here could be talking about something going quickly, especially that it's conjunction with the Eight of Wands here. Let's pick another card. You have the Queen of Cups. You have, wow, the Wheel of Fortune with change. Let's pick up another tarot card for you. You have the Four of Cups, and we see a rabbit here, which always reminds me of fortune or things multiplicating. All right, it looks very interesting. Let's pick up your oracle cards. So you have Engage Trust, the Elk and Ash with Strength, and let's pick up a tea leaf. You have Older Man, dealings or relationship with an older man. Okay. So what are we seeing here for you, my dear Scorpio? You know, Scorpio, I remember in your December reading, you had a certain breakthrough happening in December. And we can clearly see that going on here in your mid-December reading. A big change or breakthrough happening in your life. Now, with the Hierophant beginning your reading in the form of a radio, you know, the Hierophant is sometimes seen as the teacher. So you're learning some sort of news here. You're hearing something. Or maybe someone is hearing you announce something integral. You know, the Six of Cups and the Four of Cups here. This is changing something very foundational in your life. This is a grand decision, you know, a decision where you're going from one level to the other, but one where you have to be wise, because it looks like to me that there is a big risk going on, whether this is announced to you or you announcing it to others. So for example, maybe you have a side hustle, but you also work in a big corporation with a big role, and it's such a risk to leave that position. But let's say you think about this and it's been going on in your mind for a while, that you have the guts or the strength to go to your managers and tell them, I'm leaving for good. This is such a big decision in your life. That's an example. So maybe you're thinking, I'm going to do something crazy like that because it is foundational to my life. It might affect other people, maybe your children or the people, or maybe your career or something like that. You've been building in this career for a while. This is if it's in the example that we are discussing now. And you go to your manager and you announce that you're actually leaving. After you announce this, you go, oh my God, did I just announce this? I can't believe, well, there's no turning back now. That kind of thing. And since there's no turning back, there's only one thing I can do. I have now all of this time to irrigate and grow my own thing. And I'm going to, since I've put that type of risk on myself, I'm going to put my all in this to irrigate my own project and make it successful, right? It does look like to me that you are taking the wise decision with the older man here, whether this is in business or maybe you're taking, I'll get to the wise decision in a second, but maybe this is also another idea that hit me. Maybe you did something like start big installments, crazy installments. Maybe you want to buy a new home, or you want to invest in a big company or something like that. It's going to require all of your savings and all of your money, and you go and sign that contract and you're like, oh my God, now I have to pay this amount. I have to be very alert. I just signed this contract. It's a great opportunity and I have to figure this out. I have to make sure that every month maybe you bought a new machine as well, a new type of tool or machine that could really upgrade your company, and you're like, oh my God, that's crazy. I mean, only fancy companies buy this type of machine. All in all, whatever it is, you can see the theme here. It's a crazy announcement that you will be celebrating. Your heart is screaming. You're like, oh, I can't believe I did this. But it's also very risky. It's going to need, just like the elk and the ash here, for you to be very stable in that decision that you've taken. But you also have, I think, the resources or the time, some sort of stability here to quickly move through this decision. Now, why do I say it does look to me in the cards that this is a wise decision? Because here, as you can see, I hope this is appearing in your camera. I noticed, can you see? Yeah. I've noticed the I Chings here between the time we're doing this reading, between Sagittarius and Capricorn, right? We're moving from Sagittarius to Capricorn, and we have the I Ching here that I think it's called triaxagon, yeah, something like that, with the 3 lines. And this is the heaven hexagram in the I Ching. It has to do with the creative, it's the heaven, it has to do with the creative, the father, summer also. So with the father and older man, with stability, I kind of feel like you were very wise, although it looks like a crazy decision, but it's also based on a wise foundation, like it's the right thing to do. Maybe you have to endure and be strong. It is a risk if you come out of the boundaries of that wisdom, and that stability and that plan that you put. You're like, okay, I can make this work if I stick to this plan, or if I stick to this installment plan, something like that. If you stick to it, my dear Scorpio, this will be a breakthrough in your life, and it will be a very wise decision. This is a decision that you cannot go back from. Why do I say that? Because I've noticed in the Queen of Cups here, we see a mermaid, And one of the stories that I remember about mermaids is, a mermaid wanting to come out and be a human being and grow their own legs. But then they have their families telling them, no, once you get out and be a human being, grow legs, you can never go back. That would be a crazy. Are you sure you want to do something like that? And you have the mermaid say, yes, I'm sure. I want to experience the world. I'm adventurous. I want to get out of one territory and experience another. So yes, I totally can see that you're making a grand decision by mid-December. One, make no mistake, you're very excited about. Your heart is pumping. Queen of Cups is balanced. Although it's emotional to some degree, it is very stable and wise. Your heart is screaming because you do know it's going to upgrade your life one way or the other. And the reason I say that is because you have irrigation, the irrigation system, the water irrigation system here. And this reminds me, this revolutionized irrigation forever, or agriculture forever, because now it was automatic, taking from the water and irrigating the land. And now we're able to plant in large quantities, large lands. So yes, it looks like this grand decision is leveling you up in a very big way. Maybe you used to plant something or have some results. Now you're taking it into a bigger level, just like what multinational corporations do. They begin with a small shop, just like KFC, right? Started with one owner, one shop, and now it's international. Everyone knows KFC around the world, for example. It's like you're leveling up with this decision. Maybe you're leveling up financially as well. Maybe this is a financial decision where you're investing in something. You have to put all that you have to get the results of this investment. Like we said, maybe it's actually a machine, just like the irrigation system here, a very expensive machine that you're getting, something of the sort. It's a big decision. It will require maybe months of discipline and strength. You know, the ash is a very strong tree that endures the harshest weather. Not that you're gonna have harsh weather. What I'm saying is that you are there, required to be disciplined, standing on your own 2 feet, and making sure you stick to your plan. Don't, with the glasses here, you shouldn't be looking anywhere else except on your goal, on your plan, maybe week after week or month after month, depending on what this is exactly. So yes, this is a breakthrough. That's the second time we're seeing this, my dear Scorpio. There is a certain breakthrough happening in your life by mid-December, and congratulations on that. You are certainly taking a very wise decision. Is it scary? Yes, it looks like it's scary. You're letting yourself free fall here, but you're also doing it very wisely, in a very stable way, with the Four of Pentacles. A strong based on a strong foundation, based on a strong plan. And here it says engage trust, because yes, trust that it's going to work out for you, but mainly it's because that foundational strong plan and endurance that you have will help you through up until the end, until you make that other part grow, my dear Scorpio. Such an interesting story. All in all, you're so excited about this. It's like, yes, it's going to require a lot of strength and endurance and discipline, but you, my dear Scorpio, are so... Do you see the Hierophant? It's dancing. So yeah, your little inner child is jumping with excitement. You cannot believe that you're doing this new level up in your life, that you're, taking that big boys step, or big girls step in your life, for sure. So congratulations on that, my dear Scorpio. I'm not sure exactly what you're doing, but good job. Now we see why you're wise. You're doing the right thing, and right things may not always be easy. In fact, that could be a bit scary. Maybe that's the reason I'm choking on my words a little bit here. It's like, I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. It's a scary move, but it is certainly the right foundational move for your future. Your future self is going to thank you for whatever decision you're taking now. You know what else I'm noticing here that is great news? I see a lot of quick movement here, especially with the Eight of Wands as well. There's quickness all over your reading. So although you may have to endure and be disciplined, right? Just like the elk. The elk is a very strong animal. It can go through challenging roads and rough roads, and it endures as it goes through that road. I'm not sure if I explained it right. It's called not road, terrains. Yeah, it's able to endure through difficult terrains, and so yes, although you have that discipline in you, and although I do see that you're going to be very stable and endure the decision that you've taken, I also have good news for you. All of this quick movement, it does look like to me that it's going to go quicker than you imagine. So let's say, for example, you're like, I hope, fingers crossed, I hope maybe I can pick myself up in a year or 2 years. If I'm lucky, I crossing fingers, maybe I can do it in a year. Maybe it would finish in 6 to 4 months, 6 to 4. I think it's going to be much quicker than you think. Your plans are very realistic, of course, very down to earth, very realistic. You're making sure that you do something reasonable, but I think what you're expecting versus the results that are going to happen are two different things. The results are going to be much quicker than what you are anticipating, my dear Scorpio. So that is very good news for you. I feel like you're going to grow much quicker than you are expected. Perhaps because you have the resourcefulness, you have the skills, you have what it takes, and you will be supported. It's like engaged trust here. I think this is a message from your spirit guides or the universe, that things are actually going to work out much quicker than you think, my dear Scorpio. And I'm so happy for you. May you pass through this time very easily and very successfully. Now, I cannot pass the idea that I'm seeing a lot of parenthood here. Now, of course, I know this is specific. If it's not specific to you, know that this is a general reading. But I like to show what I see here. 6 of Cups may sometimes, deal with children or a relationship between a child and a parent. We have Older Man and Queen of Cups, maybe parents again. We had with the I Ching here, father. Also, elk is an animal that is very familiar. I mean, takes care of their family. Also, the elk has to do with a father figure. So maybe some of you are taking care of your fathers in specific, or a parent, or maybe you are a parent taking care of your child. If this is very specific to you, I think that this is a confirmation for your reading, and I see that the people surrounding you are going to be very much affected with the positive outcome that you are bringing with whatever you're focused on here. So their lives are affected as well as you. So let's say, for example, if you have children, they're going to better schools, for example. Or if you're taking care of a parent, now you have more money to make them enjoy life, or perhaps take care of them health-wise. Something like that is very apparent in your reading here with all the fathers and parenthood going on. Or actually, it could be much simpler than that as well. 4 of Wands with the 6 of Cups and the Queen and the Older Man shows that towards the end of the month, as well as what we said, of course, shows that you will be spending time with some parents towards the end of the month. That's highlighted here. Maybe you're spending time with your children and parents. family gathering could be another thing, and that's not surprising knowing that Christmas is towards the end of December. So Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays. May you have a wonderful new year. So yeah, this looks like a family gathering for a lot of you as well. So close, tight-knit family gathering that you're really going to enjoy towards the end of the month. You'll have a lovely time with family, a soulful time with your family. And my dear Scorpio, this is exactly what I see in your reading, what's happening mid-December towards the end of December. I wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year or Happy Holidays as well. This was your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, My Dear Scorpio. This book could really help you out in the next year, help you set your goals and actually make them come true, not just setting them out, really achieving them in a very simple way. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate reading it in the first place. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. So yeah, I'm very confident this book could really help you out. Finally achieve your goals and become the person that you want to be next year, and achieve the goals that you want next year very simply. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find the link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear Scorpio, by the way, there's also a productivity cookbook if you're looking out to start your new year right. This is a cookbook that helps you cook healthy and delicious recipes right away in a couple of minutes, so that you enjoy the rest of your day doing what is important to you. It has the nutritional values. There's even a vegan version. I've cooperated with a nutritionist that I really believe in, and I hope you enjoy it. Each book has 210 recipes, and I'm sure this book could help you kickstart your new year in the right way. And my dear Scorpio, it was such a pleasure doing this reading for you. I wish you the best of luck this month and in the next year, and I'll catch you in the next year. Bye.